Hello students and everyone, welcome back to class 7th maths on my YouTube channel. We will begin practice set 41 on textbook page number 74. If the interest on 1700 rupees is 340 rupees for 2 years, the rate of interest must be. You have to find the rate of interest. There are 4 options given. You have to choose the correct option after finding the rate of interest. If the interest on 1700 rupees means principal is 1700 rupees, interest is given 340 rupees, time is given 2 years, we will find the rate of interest now. So what is given, you have to write. Principal P is equal to rupees 1700. Rate of interest R is equal to question mark. Time T is equal to 2 years. Interest I is equal to rupees 340. You have to use the formula of rate of interest. The formula of rate of interest is interest multiplied by 100 upon principal multiplied by time. This formula is coming in simple interest. In simple interest formula, you are having principal multiplied by rate of interest multiplied by time upon 100. According to the formula of simple interest, when you are taking rate of interest on the left side, it becomes cross multiplication. And the rate of interest formula is interest multiplied by 100 upon principal multiplied by time. Interest what is given, principal what is given, and time what is given, you have to substitute the value according to the formula of rate of interest. That is, rate of interest is equal to, interest is 340 multiplied by 100 upon principal is 1700 into time is 2. This way outright. First you have to multiply this. Okay. How many zeros are there this? When you multiply, total there are 3 zeros. So 3 zeros you have to put as it is on answer. Then you have to multiply number now. 34 ones are 34. That is 340 into 100 is 34,000. Similarly, on denominator, how many zeros are there here? 2 zeros. So 2 zeros you have put as it is. 17 twos are how much? 17 twos are 34. So 1700 multiplied by 2, answer is coming 3400. Cancel both the zeros on numerator and denominator. Like this way. 34 ones are 34 tens are 340. So I got the answer. Therefore, rate of interest is how much? 10 PCPA. Rate of interest is 10%. So option 4 is the correct answer. Next, if the interest on 3000 rupees is 600 rupees at a certain rate for a certain number of years, what would the interest be on 1500 rupees under the same conditions? There are 4 options given. You have to choose the correct option after solving this sum. First you have to read and understand this much sentence. If the interest on 3000 rupees means principal is rupees 3000 and interest is 600 rupees. If the interest on any amount is given, that will be the principal. Rate of interest and time is not given. So this sum is different. You don't have to use any formula of this sum. Let's start solving this sum. If the interest on 3000 rupees is 600 rupees means principal 1 is rupees 3000. If you are taking principal 1 rupees 3000, so you have to take interest 1 equal to rupees 600. Okay. If the principal 1 is given rupees 3000, what will be the interest 1? Rupees 600. If the rate of interest and time is not given, you have to continue reading other part of the sentence of this sum and understand. What would the interest be on 1500 rupees under the same conditions? Means interest 2 you have to find on given principal 2. Principal 2 is equal to rupees 1500. Interest 2 you have to find. You have to write the ratio form now on left side and right side. On left side you have tried the ratio form of principal 1 to principal 2, and on the right side you have tried the ratio form of interest 1 to interest 2. The ratio of P1 to P2 is equal to the ratio of I1 to I2, that is P1 is to P2 is equal to I1 is to I2. So you have to write the ratio form like this way. Now you have to write the fraction form of P1 is to P2 is equal to I1 is to I2. The fraction form of P1 is to P2 is equal to I1 is to I2, that is P1 upon P2 is equal to I1 upon I2. Principal 1 is given 3000 rupees and principal 2 is given 1500 rupees. That value you have to substitute here what I wrote in fraction form, that is 3000 upon 1500 is equal to interest 1 is 600 rupees. Interest 1 you have to substitute the value here, that is 600 upon interest 2 you have to find. Now you have to use the cross multiplication method, that is interest 2 multiplied by 3000 is equal to 600 multiplied by 1500. This is the cross multiplication method. Interest 2 you have to find. Number 3000 which is on the left side, take it on the right side, and you have to take it on denominator, number 3000 over here. That is interest 2 is equal to 600 multiplied by 1500 upon 3000. You have to cancel all three zeros on numerator and denominator like this way. Number which is left on numerator and denominator multiplied. First you have to multiply the numbers on numerator, that is 60 into 15. This 0 you have to write as it is. 15 6 how much? 90. When you add this 0, 60 into 15, what will come answer? 900. Upon denominator what is there? Denominator is 3. Okay, 900 upon 3 you have to divide now. 3 ones are 3, 300s are 900. So interest to answer I am getting rupees 300. So option 1 you have to tick mark. Option 1 is the correct answer. Next, Javed deposited 12,000 rupees at 9 PCPA in a bank for some years and withdrew his interest every year. At the end of the period, he had received altogether 17,400 rupees. For how many years had he deposited his money? First you have to understand first sentence of this sum. Javed deposited 12,000 rupees at 9 PCPA in a bank for some years and withdrew his interest every year. Means principal P is given rupees 12,000. Rate of interest R is given 9 PCPA. Time T1 you have to take. Time T1 is equal to 1 year you have to take. For some years means time you have to take 1 year. If time 1 is 1 year, you have to find interest 1. You have to use the formula of interest. The formula of interest 1 is equal to principal multiplied by rate of interest multiplied by time upon 100. Principal, rate of interest and time you have to substitute the value now. That is equal to 12,000 multiplied by 9 multiplied by T1, that is 1 upon 100. Cancel the zeros on numerator and denominator. Now multiply this number. 120 into 9. 12 9s are how much? 108. And 1 0 is left. That is 120 into 9. How much will come? 1080. Therefore, interest 1 is equal to rupees 1080. Now you have to find second interest if interest 1 is given. You have to read and understand other sentence of this sum. What is given? See. At the end of the period, he had received altogether 17,400 rupees. Means amount A is given rupees 17,400. You have to use the formula of other interest, that is amount minus principal. The formula of interest is amount minus principal when you are finding other interest. Amount is 17,400 minus principal is 12,000. 17,400 minus 12,000 you have to subtract. After subtracting 17,400 minus 12,000 we will get the answer 5,400, and that will be the interest 2. Therefore interest 2 is equal to rupees 5,400. Now you have to read and understand last sentence of this sum. For how many years had he deposited his money? Means you have to find time 2. Time 1 is given 1 year. We have already calculated by using the formula of simple interest of time 1. Interest 1 is rupees 1080. Interest 2 is rupees 5,400. Time 1 is 1 year. You have to find time 2. Now you have to write the ratio form of interest 1 to interest 2 on the left side and the ratio form of time 1 to time 2 on the right side. That is the ratio of I1 to I2 is equal to the ratio of T1 to T2. The ratio of I1 to I2 means the ratio of interest 1 to interest 2 is equal to the ratio of T1 to T2 means the ratio of time 1 to time 2. Now you have to write the fraction form of I1 to I2 on the left side and the fraction form of T1 to T2 on the right side. That is I1 upon I2 is equal to T1 upon T2. In this way you have to write fraction form. I1 that is interest 1 is 1080 upon I2 that is interest 2 is 5,400 is equal to T1 that is time 1 is equal to 1 year upon T2 that is time 2 you have to find. Now you have to cross multiply. I will find it directly time 2, but you have to write cross multiplication form and then find T2 that is time 2 is equal to 5,400 multiplied by 1 upon 1080. I wrote the table of 1080. 1080 5s are is going 5,400. Now you have to do the cancellation. 1080 ones are 1080 5s are 5,400. Therefore T2 that is time 2 is equal to 5 years. Next, Lataben borrowed some money from a bank at a rate of 10 PCPA interest for 2.5 years to start a cottage industry. If she paid 10,250 rupees as total interest, how much money had she borrowed? First you have to understand what is given first sentence of this sum. Lataben borrowed some money from a bank at a rate of 10 PCPA interest for 2.5 years to start a cottage industry. Of this sentence, rate of interest and time is given. Now read next sentence what is given. If she paid 10,250 rupees as total interest, how much money had she borrowed? Next sentence it is given interest 10,250 rupees. You have to find the principal. Whatever the money you are depositing or borrowing the money, it is the principal. Here the main question is how much money had she borrowed? Means you have to find the principal. Now you have to write the statement what is given. Principal P you have to find. Rate of interest R is given 10 PCPA. Time T is given 2.5 years. 2.5 years means 2.5 years. Half years you have to take decimal point 5. Interest is given rupees 10,250. You have to use the formula of principal. The formula of principal is interest multiplied by 100 upon rate of interest multiplied by time. The formula of principal is coming according to the formula of simple interest. The formula of simple interest is principal multiplied by rate of interest multiplied by time upon 100. When you are taking principal on the left side, if you are finding, the formula of principal will be interest multiplied by 100 upon rate of interest multiplied by time. Now you have to substitute the value, interest what is given, rate of interest what is given, and time what is given. That is, interest is 10,250 multiplied by 100 upon rate of interest is 10 multiplied by time is 2.5. Now you have to multiply this first on numerator and denominator. 10,250 ones are 10,250. Okay. Then last two zeros you have to write as it is. When you multiply 10,250 into 100, the answer is getting 10,25,000. Last two zeros I wrote it here, and then 10,250 ones are 10,250. This is the simplest way to multiply. Now you have to multiply the denominator. 2.5 into 10 means it becomes 25. If you have the one digit after the decimal point, and when you multiply by 10, you have to remove the decimal point. Okay. Now you have to divide 10,25,000 by 25. 25 fours are 100. 102 minus 100, how much? 2. 5 you have to bring down. When you are dividing, one digit only you have to bring down, and then you have to divide. 25 ones are 25. 25 minus 25, 0. This 0 you have to bring down now. 25 zeros are 0. 0 minus 0, 0. Second last 0 you have to bring down now. Not this, second last. Okay. 25 zeros are 0. 0 minus 0, 0. Now last 0 you have to bring down. 25 zeros are 0. 0 minus 0, 0. What is the quotient? 41,000. So the principal is rupees 41,000. Therefore, P is equal to rupees 41,000. Practice set 41, question number 5th, we will do on next part. If you understood practice set 41, part 1, give us the feedback or comments. Subscribe the channel, like and share. Thank you.